It's the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi guys, welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Want to remind you to make sure to tune in on tomorrow to get details on the contest. They'll be detailed on every channel, so just check at least one channel to get the details. There'll also be a video, but there'll be details on that. So today's video is on how Don Knotts landed on the Andy Griffith Show thanks to a friendly game of cards. Let's take a look. And fans of the Andy Griffith Show know that the first episode of Season 1, titled The New Housekeeper, wasn't actually the pilot episode of the series. The pilot episode was Danny Thomas' show. He's known prior to a network switch to Make Room for Daddy. In Season 7, a new episode called Danny Meets Andy Griffith was airing on Monday night in the pilot. Several actors we'd come to know and love on the Andy Griffith Show were different, as were the police cars and the station layout. Plus, Deputy Barney Fife was nowhere to be found. It's because his character hadn't been created yet. Don Knotts, Mayberry's eventual deputy sheriff, wasn't originally cast in the show at all. The only reason he landed on the Andy Griffith Show is because he just so happened to see the pilot episode. When Danny Meets Andy Griffith aired, Knotts and his friend, stage actor Pat Harrington, happened to be playing a friendly game of cards together. We were playing bridge with them one night, and he said, "I want to stop and watch the Danny Thomas Show because they were thinking about using Pat on the show," Knotts said in an archive of American television interview from '99. Turned out they were doing the pilot of the Andy Griffith Show that night. I didn't even know it. Andy was still back in New York, so I hadn't seen him in a long time. So when I saw this sheriff in a small town, I said he could use a deputy. The Andy Griffith Show wasn't the first time Knotts and Griffith had worked together. The two co-starred in the 1958 film No Time for Sergeants. Though Griffith and Knotts hadn't spoke to one another for some time, it didn't stop Knotts from picking up the phone and taking his best swing. So I called him in New York and said, "That's a hell of an idea," Knotts added. Griffith put Knotts in touch with the highly acclaimed creator and executive producer Sheldon Leonard, who had plenty of appearances throughout the classic television to pair with his behind-the-scenes success. I went in and I talked to Sheldon, and we kicked it around for a while, and I waited several weeks and finally got a call to come in and do the show. And just like that, Barney Fife was born. Don Knotts admitted he didn't know what the character would be from the start, but he got a pretty good idea once the scripts were in his hand. "I didn't create the character in the beginning," Knotts said. "The writers wrote him in. But like all running parts in TV, each week you add something, and then add something, and then the character just built as we went." To think, what if Mr. Harrington hadn't wanted to end the game of bridge to watch the show? Knotts may have never been in the show at all. Sure are glad for that game of cards. And that's all I got for you. Most of that you knew. I don't know if you knew about the game of cards and how that came about, how you came to watching it. I just thought it was pretty neat. That's all I got for you. Don't forget classic sitcoms, facts, and trivia. There's a little bit more Mayberry over there today. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow to all these video channels to find out about the contest. So have a great day. God bless, and I'll be praying for you.